You were in Lafayette?
Mhm. It was.
I just think Lafayette's such a beautiful city.
It is.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our alley marketplace. I'm here with Peyton Ballew. He is a 25-year-old artist originally from West Monroe, but he lives in Monroe now. And Peyton creates these incredible, he calls them cities pieces.
Yeah.
It's a lot of S's, cities pieces. And they are so cool. So I wanted to show them to you. Now, how long have you been drawing?
Pretty much since I can pick up a pencil.
Really? So, like, even when you were a kid, you were very artsy and.
Yes, I was drawing all throughout middle and high school.
Okay. Where'd you go to high school at?
West Monroe.
West Monroe.
High school. I graduated in 2017.
2017, and you've just been doing art since?
Yes.
Yeah.
And ironically, I now live right down the street from Neville High School.
Is that where you went to school?
No, I went to West
Monroe. That was your rival, Neville.
Yes, they're very big rivals.
Very big rivals.
West Monroe and Ouachita and Neville too. Ouachita and Neville are their biggest competitors.
So is art your favorite thing to do in school, or were you in band, or?
I did the art club pretty much all throughout high school.
Okay. So Peyton does these, I think they're so cool. He draws, he uses watercolor, marker, pens, and this is one of his most, what did you say, popular pieces? Monroe?
Yes, Monroe.
Monroe is one of his more popular pieces. These are a few that aren't in frames yet. He does frame them for purchase. But he pretty much does, like, what do you do? The major landmarks, or you see how he draws the outline of the city, and then he does the major landmarks around it.
I've talked about this on my personal Instagram before. So what you basically see here is the city limits. I use Google Maps for reference, and whatever's like the popular landmarks or things to do as far as tourism, like Crowley Park, Surge, Antique Alley, and I'll highlight high school.
And I love that you put the herons down here, because if you've ever been to Monroe, you know that there's the birds all over the town. And are they in West Monroe too? The herons?
Yes.
The heron statues are in West Monroe and Monroe. Just like other cities have things like that, little statues. This is Opelousas, and he put like the Zydeco music down here. These are so cool. And he's working on this one right now, Winsboro. He does like custom requests, and he does things outside of Louisiana too. Louisiana is his specialty because obviously that's where he's from. It's really cool though. Cajun, Creole, jazz, blues. He drew the train up here that's nicest.
That is that for all the viewers out there.
It's a train museum.
Yes, the Louisiana Orphan Museum. The train museum, yes.
It's a train museum. Oh, my nephew would love that, Bryce. He's all about trains.
Or go to Laveau Village.
Laveau Village?
Yes.
So have you been to all these places?
Yes, I've been to Opelousas once.
So you go there before you draw about them, or you?
No, I do a lot of research.
A lot of research?
Yes.
How much time do you spend doing research before you?
Sometimes half a day, maybe multiple days.
Yeah.
But depending on how much detail I put these in, I'd say like they usually last like 2 to 3 days, depending on the city or town and how much I usually do or add.
Cool. These are so cool.
So what you're seeing here for the people who are watching is the Monroe, Louisiana Remastered. Everything is original. See the Garden District, Biedenharn, Strauss, Art Alley, where we are right now. And the only difference of this between the original and the remastered is the Neela Pride you see right there with the rainbow flag.
Okay.
That is another proud organization that I'm involved in.
All right.
So I am involved throughout the community as well. This is the original West Monroe City's piece. You got Restoration Park, Herons on the Bayou, 7th Square Coffee is popular, Caroli Park, Surge, downtown West Monroe, couldn't forget Duck Commander, and West Monroe and Landry Vineyards. The little details you see here is I added Ballew Strong. Around the time when I first created this, the original Ballew school caught on fire, but we knew that was a tragedy, so I couldn't resist but to add that. And we also have the popular West Monroe saying.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Some people. So as far as terms like slang stuff, Monroe is Funroe, West Monroe is West Monroe.
Okay, nice. So, what's one of your favorite ones to draw? The Monroe, West Monroe?
Definitely, but out of Washita Parish, I enjoy New Orleans more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Have you been to New Orleans a lot?
Constantly.
Really?
Yes.
I've never been.
You were missing out.
What would I need to do if I went to New Orleans?
Well, it depends on the kind of person you are, but for you and the people out there who are watching, my personal recommendation is to not go to Bourbon Street at night.
Okay.
Especially if you are a person who hates crowds.
Okay.
Because I almost had a heart attack on Bourbon Street.
Oh no.
I couldn't wait to get on the canal. So the unfortunate thing is I had a seizure recently down there.
Yeah.
Because of something that I grew up with. But I don't know if I really should be sharing this, but I am anyway. So I don't tell a lot of people this, but I grew up with autism and epilepsy. So meaning I can't watch 3D movies, see strobe lights.
Right.
But amidst all that, I remain a very active person.
Right.
I do a lot of theater, art, what I'm currently doing right now, but I'm just an all-around type of guy, and I don't let anything stand in my way.
Well, that's good. I've seen you around, and I've seen your art, and I really like it. He said all of these that you're selling right now are originals. Do you have any prints? Are you going to get some prints?
I'm working on prints.
Prints. I think it would be cool to, if you could have one of these on a pillow, like for a couch, I think that would be so cool. You know how people like their Louisiana shaped things, or the 318, or
Definitely.
if you could print one of these on a couch pillow, I think that would be just the cutest thing. But I love them. Have you ever done Reston? My daughter lives in Reston.
I have done Reston.
Yeah, you have?
As a matter of fact, I have an original Reston right now.
Do you?
Back home in my studio, yeah.
Okay.
As far as the location, for all those people here, never mind the train in the background, I don't live in downtown and I don't paint in downtown. I do have a home studio. I call it Studio Aaron by Peyton, and I do have a Facebook page for that.
Studio Aaron, like the name Aaron? A-A-R-O-N or Aaron?
Aaron, like Aaron Avenue.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
named after the street I live on.
Okay, Studio Aaron.
So when I moved to Monroe, mainly to be close to the Strauss, I had to build a home studio from the ground up. I occupied 2 rooms and a bathroom. So I just basically have a shelf with my continuous amount of art supplies, no telling how many I have in my studio.
And you said you subscribe to art supply places, or?
Yes, I was subscribed to Art Snacks, which is a company out of Boston and New York. But the good thing is, it is a family business. It's a brother and sister business. Basically, you just get art supplies, high quality art supplies, like stuff like this Olo marker here.
Yeah. So those are good. That's a good brand.
Yes, Olo.
Olo,
I love Olo. So brands like Kurtake Zig, Olo, and what else do I have here? Sakura. These these Sakura pigment microns are popular with artists all over the world. I really have brands galore everywhere that I'm working with.
Ooh, I like these. Oh, that's a nice point.
Plumchester is actually a brand that's owned by Art Snacks, so shout out to Art Snacks.
Art Snacks. If you want to sponsor Peyton, he's available.
And not only I'm subscribed to Art Snacks, but another one called Sketchbox.
Sketchbox. I think I've seen ads for those.
Yes. As far as I know, it's a woman-owned business. So shout out to all the women.
Shout out to women. Sketchbox.
Marabou is another great brand that I like to use. I have this in art sprays, inks, fine liners, colored fine liners. I have a little bit of everything here that
Do you do watercolor pens or paints? Watercolor pens?
a watercolor, almost everything.
Everything. What are the alcohol markers?
The alcohol markers, this is actually the Olo brand, and the cool thing about this is you can customize them.
What?
So the color that
I love the smell of markers. Oh, what's in the middle?
the color that Miss Sarah is holding right now, what's that on there?
Blueberry.
So blueberry. And that is in the blue family. This is also in the blue family, 2.2. This is sky, and this is the exact same color that I have right here on this paper.
How do you customize them? Like screw them together?
So say if I wanted, I'm going to grab this red and this color right here. Also, when I grab these two colors to work on, I think of Bomb Pops.
Bomb Pop. Oh, I love Bomb Pops.
Yes. I actually grew up eating Bomb Pops.
Did you?
Yeah.
I eat them still.
Every single summer. As a matter of fact, my grandmother still buys them.
Still buys them.
So if I wanted to, oh, by the way, this is the gray. So shout out to Olo if you're watching. I think they're based out of Oregon. I'm not sure. So the gray here resembles the chisel nib. And these markers are very juicy, and they hold 90% ink of more than any other alcohol marker.
So one side is a light gray, if you can't tell, and the other side is a dark gray. So the light gray is the chisel.
Yes, and the black is actually the brush nib, which is this one right here.
Yes, okay. Okay.
So they come in a variety of colors, 128 actually. I can't promise I'm going to get 128. I am in the process of collecting.
If you don't know, if you've never had to take like a college art course and buy a set of graphic design markers, they are expensive. Let me just tell you, these things are expensive. I had a paint class last night. We did a mascot paint party, and I let everybody use all my paint pens. And I was like, just go easy.
Yeah.
Because people want to like bear down, and
that is the problem.
That's what tears them up. Like, you just want to be light and easy. And like he's saying, this Olo brand, which you can tell by looking at it, it's extremely wet. So
it's very saturated.
And I have graphic design markers I bought in college in the 90s that still have ink, that are still usable. Yeah.
So as far as pricing for alcohol markers, I can definitely say that Copic is the highest value on the market. I've actually seen that a full set of Copics, which actually holds less than the Olo does, but I've seen a set of, oh my Lord, probably 80, 90 go for like $100 off Amazon. So Copic, if you're wanting to invest in Copic, you definitely need to save up your money. But Olo is probably 10, 20 cents cheaper than Olo. But I've done the switch from Copic to Olo because I got these in a box from Art Snacks, and I found these.
You just pay a monthly fee and they send you a box every month?
Yes.
That's so cool.
So
You can get a box for anything these days.
yes, you really can.
Like anything.
So basically saying I'm subscribed to basically almost every art supply subscription brand.
Wow. How much do these go for? What do you sell this for? 30?
The framed pieces, the Monroe Remastered is if you buy them framed either for a commission or from a gallery, they're 45.
45? That's not a bad price for a piece of framed original art.
For the unframed, they're 35.
35?
And the same applies for each city, town.
What have you done outside of Louisiana?
I have done Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh yeah, did you draw the rocks
Yes.
in the river? And what else?
Hetty Jean Mountain.
Hetty Jean Mountain, yeah.
Obviously, almost every city, town, and well, oh crap, we're talking about outside of Louisiana. My bad.
You said you did New York City.
Yes, I've done New York. I did Manhattan, the neighborhood of Chelsea, a little bit.
Did you go there?
No, I've never been to New
You
York.
just researched it?
I have a friend who lives in New York.
Yeah.
Actually, in the Manhattan area.
Okay.
So, shout out to Emma Umansky if you're watching.
All right.
But I've done almost every. I can't name half of them. I've done so much.
Really?
I've done one recently of Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts.
Ooh.
So New York, Martha's Vineyard, Little Rock, Arkansas. I've done Prattville, Alabama, Gulf Shores, Alabama, Dolphin Island, Alabama. I do more Louisiana than other states though. So and these cities pieces actually are coming to another gallery here locally in downtown West Monroe. As a matter of fact, I'm meeting the lady later today. So if you're ever in Antique Alley in downtown West Monroe, go to Cottonport Twin City. That I'm going to have a new exhibition, totally new exhibit. It's going to be designed like you're in a proper Louisiana setting.
Okay.
Do this fake Spanish moss tree.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
So I've exposed myself just to the culture of Louisiana over the years.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the shirt I'm wearing, Louisiana born and raised.
There you go.
So
one of my favorite Louisiana shirts is at Atomic Vintage. He has a shirt there that says La Louisiana. I like that one.
I have a couple
Yeah.
from Atomic Vintage. This one came from Pelican State.
Well, he's the same guy
Yeah.
who does both of those. I love his shirts. He's got good ones.
There's a lot of good brands out here locally.
Yeah. So when you get ready to draw on these, do you see? I would have had to like sketch the whole thing out first, but it seems like you're just going around it like clockwise.
Yes. Sometimes I'll start with the downtown district, which is going to be in this corner, so in case we're talking about Franklin Parish, Winsboro. So usually here is the Princess Theater on Prairie Street in downtown. And
I love how you know all that.
Over here, I'm going to do the front. Well, I'm going to make sure my marker's in the camera. In this corner on the other side is going to be the Franklin Parish Courthouse. So
Okay.
anything that's a government building, attraction, basically, local high school.
But did you just freehand all of that? You didn't draw any of it with a pencil first?
Yes, I did draw with a pencil.
Oh, okay. Because it looks like you just freehanded it.
The sky is freehanded.
Well, yeah.
Now, there are sometimes I'll have to take a Sakura Jelly Roll marker and touch up the city limits. These shapes are the city limits that you can find on Google Maps.
Google Maps. Okay.
So
I'll have to get you to do my hometown, Magnolia, Arkansas. Have you done that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do take commissions.
Okay. I will commission you to do in Magnolia, Arkansas.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've probably done 10 plus of Monroe
Of Monroe.
because everyone obviously locally lives in either in Monroe or West Monroe.
Yeah.
So lately I've been trying to stick with cities and towns in North Louisiana, like Northeast, Northwest, Shreveport, Monroe, because recently I've heard that people who live up here, unless if you have an obsession with South Louisiana, the South Louisiana stuff really doesn't do good up here as far as sales.
Sales.
Yes.
People love their cities, like die-hard Monroe, West Monroe, Ruston. People love their cities, and they will buy stuff that has to do with their cities.
So it's a demographic thing.
Yes.
If you were to live like, say, Lafayette or New Orleans, that's a different story down
Right.
there. I can put a crawfish on something and it would sell.
That's true. People love the crawfish.
So, so usually every December, I go down to South Louisiana in the little Cajun town of Breaux Bridge. Very nice people. I know a great family who owns a great gallery. As a matter of fact, their Main Street was just paved recently.
Really?
So, the unfortunate thing is these construction crews have been working in the 100-degree heat.
Oh yeah, that's
So, but yeah, I'll go in December and do a Christmas event. This event has a long ass name. Christmas art walk in Paris a la Breaux Bridge. Because almost everything in South Louisiana has French and Acadian ties.
okay. That's true.
So yeah, I'm a little bit of a historian myself.
I love that. I love that you know that stuff too. I bet you and Tracy talk about that stuff because Tracy is the historian when it comes to this area. She can tell you what every building was, who was in there. She's so good at that stuff. So
I have to keep opening my phone because it unlocks. I'm pretty sure there's a setting on here, but
yeah.
it's hard to find.
All right. Well,
So
this has been very interesting. Peyton Ballew, he is local here in Monroe, and you can find his art here in the downtown Art Alley Marketplace. Why am I not thinking what I'm saying? Art Alley Marketplace in downtown Monroe. Downtown Monroe, or in West Monroe at
Cottonport, Twin City.
Which is just on the other side of the river from us.
I hope to have everything set up by at least mid-October or possibly earlier.
And you have an Instagram, Peyton. Is it just Peyton Ballew?
I have a personal Facebook, a business Facebook page, which is Studio Erin by Peyton.
Studio Erin, ERIN by Peyton, PEYTON is his business Facebook.
My Instagram I use for both my personal life and my art, and especially my travels. So you'll get on this big journey throughout my life wherever I go.
What is it called?
The username is Theater Peyton.
Theater Peyton.
Theater.Peyton, all lowercase, hence my activity with local theater around here. I also have a YouTube page as well. I mostly do unboxings from like these mini subscriptions.
Okay.
Just search Peyton Ballew on YouTube, like and subscribe.
And you can always find him through our Alley Marketplace if you're watching us here. So I just wanted to give him a big thank you for coming on today and sharing his work and drawing a little bit for us. And he does custom works. I am personally commissioning him right now for a Magnolia, Arkansas. And I expect there to be a Magnolia on there.
Of course.
Of course. Thanks so much, guys. And we'll see you again on Friday where Tracy and I will be here painting something. I'm not sure what yet, but it'll be fun. Thanks. And let me end the Instagrams off camera.